AstonishinglyODD Podcast. Every Monday, 11:30 a.m. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's go. It's the AOP family. We gon' do our thing.
Welcome to the AstonishinglyODD Podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Remember, we are also on all audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Deezer, all of those, man. So make sure if you're listening in audio spaces that you listen to us as well. Subscribe. Give us 5 stars, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we give y'all 5 stars every time that we hit. Give us 5 stars. I go by the name of Astonish, and I'm surrounded by my brothers. To the left of me, we got my man's High Speed.
High Speed.
To the left of him, Javito.
What up, everyone?
To the left of him, we got the Reapster in the building.
What's good?
Unfortunately, Chris Ill ain't with us today. But, you know what I'm saying, next week we'll see how it go. You know what I'm saying? We'll just see how it go.
It's not diarrhea this time.
It's not diarrhea. I promise you it's not. But it always can be.
He probably on the toilet right now, bro.
He like, damn, how did they know?
They got a camera in here too? Oh.
He snuck in while you were asleep, sir.
That's not a shot, but it is a shot.
He gonna take off that new bathroom mirror he got. He like, I knew it was something to this
I
shit.
knew it was something to
He
it.
got that double mirror going. Got the
LG made this. I knew it.
manager on the other side.
Oh, shit. Manager.
So my nigga Speed, man. How is your week?
Work, and more work. Monday through Saturday.
Man, you was on that Rihanna tip.
Work.
Yeah, definitely was. Not mad at it. I got it now. I'm healthy. I'm alive. I ain't gonna complain. I made it through the week. 7 days, and we back here.
Like my nigga Kanye West said before you went crazy and shit, man. Slow motion better than no motion. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Javito, man, how was your week?
It was good, except I got injured. I was playing basketball on Tuesday.
Oh,
Guarding this big dude, 230 pounds, just solid basketball player.
Wait, what the? Why are
Why
you guarding
are you
that
guarding
guy?
that
I don't know
How
how it
tall was he?
happened. He just kind of switched, and then I had to like guard him, and then for some reason he does this octopus spin and takes half my arm with him, and it just cracks like 3 times.
oh,
And he stopped. He's like, "Oh man, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I'm like, "Does
No.
it still work?" I never heard that before. That
Was
shit
he
never
like,
happened to me.
Javi, are you okay? Javi, are you okay? Javi, are you okay? Javi, are you okay?
I sat down after that. I was like, "No."
yeah, I
I'm not
just
good.
sat down too. My arm popped 3 times, fool.
But then I couldn't be mad at him because he came to my cube afterwards, like checking on me. Are you okay? Are you okay?
This is a coworker.
Yeah, coworker. So
Okay.
I
Yeah,
be playing at work.
Man, they got the little basketball.
Nah, not
space
little
out there.
boy. I've been out there. It's nice. They got
Man,
a nice
Javi
court.
never invited me out there.
That was like when you first started, wasn't it? Like your first year
yeah,
there?
that's when he was really on the invite thing. Now he just keeps it to himself. No, they changed the rules, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Oh wow. Yeah. Good catch. Good catch, Reed.
Good catch, Reed.
But yeah, I hyperextended it apparently, and I found this cream. Well, I got recommended this cream. Shout out to my nurse friend who hooked it up with that Tiger Balm.
Oh yeah, Tiger Balm.
yeah,
I live and die
Tiger
by that,
Balm.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all know about
Yeah,
Tiger Balm?
yeah.
I might have some on right now. I don't
Man,
know.
I got it on the cart at work. I keep it with me, boy. Strapped with the Tiger Balm.
Tiger Balm cured that
Yes.
swelling right up.
Yes.
Yo, rub that shit on your eyeballs, man.
Stop it, slime.
Be good, bro. You see better.
Stop it, slime.
Yo, I smelt it. I don't have to rub it. I know what it's gonna feel like.
And I mean, it
Dangerous.
works quick. Like,
Yeah, it does.
Icy Hot ain't got nothing on that. Ben Gay ain't got nothing on it, and it's natural.
Did you finish the game?
No,
Oh yeah, he had to
done.
sub that
I've
one
been-
out.
Injured reserve.
I haven't played ever since.
They bought the
Man, I'm mad
They
too.
bought the wheelchair out and everything.
Yeah, put that nigga on the stretcher.
Paul Pierce came back in the 4th quarter like, "I'm back, guys."
Yo, you heard about that story? He said he really had to take a shit. So he faked the injury because he had like mad diarrhea. He was on the Chris Ill tip.
Diarrhea.
Yo,
So he left the game like fake the injury, and then once he
This
finished, finished. Then he came back out, finished the game.
That's wild. No, I ain't
That's
doing
crazy work right there.
Hey, I'm sorry. I would have faked the injury too rather
I
than
would've
crapping
too.
myself on national TV.
Go
Nah.
up for a layup and doodle on somebody.
It fall on the floor. The camera zoom in.
The referee slips
Did
in
slow
it.
motion.
Did a fan throw something on the court?
Oh man, I can see a ref right now just.
I'd hate to be the little towel guy that come out.
Oh wow, that would have been horrible.
Or the player that
I
just
looked at
slip
him like,
on it.
bro,
Landed right in.
That's tough.
you gotta go change everything. I'm taking a shower. I ain't coming back.
That's
go
wild,
home.
man. That's wild.
Doodle brown.
Did you see somebody was on the court on this playoffs? I think it was Buddy Hield. He came on the court and he had his warm-up shorts on still. So he checked himself out the game and ran to the back. He's like, man, I got the wrong shorts on. He called the timeout to check himself out the game just to get
Change
his
the shorts. Did
Yeah.
they not match or what?
They weren't. They were the warm-up shorts and not the game shorts.
And he can get a fine for that, right?
Yeah.
I
believe
guess.
you can get fined for that. Yeah.
I guess, but I don't know if I would have wasted the time out on that. I would have had to just catch me. But Buddy Hield ain't. I mean, all them they all making big money right now. It's not the same as back in the day where people was working for minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? Now all of them, even if you like at the end of the bench, you can make a good living for yourself as long as you invest right.
And get that health insurance too.
Yeah, health insurance, or Tiger Balm. Yeah.
But on the weekend I had my mom's boiler, her water heater stopped working, and I had to go fix that.
I feel like that happened before.
Yeah, right. It was yours, right?
It did. It was my mom's again. So the first time I fixed it with just changing the thermocouple. But she said the pilot wouldn't turn on again, so I was like, man, I didn't set that right. So I knew it was probably the same thing. But I went to go fix it. And I opened it and I accidentally broke another line, the gas line.
Oh my god!
It's a thin little tube
Yeah, it is.
that's made out of metal. And as soon as it moves, it starts like bending. And then if you bend it too much, it just breaks. So that ruined my whole weekend. Then I had to find the part, went to Home Depot, nothing. I found it on Amazon, but they're like, oh, it's going to take like 3 days. And I was like, oh. But I ordered it and it came in early. So it was
Okay.
good.
As long as mom's straight, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so you got it all together.
Yeah, fixed that. That was pretty much my whole weekend. Just healing and fixing water heaters.
And tiger bombing.
Putting Tiger Balm on my arm.
Yeah, real grown up shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. Reapster, how was your week, brother?
Pretty good. Went to the movies.
Hey,
what you
what you
see?
watch?
Lilo and Stitch, of course.
Hey,
Family Man.
That's
Family Man.
that's the non-animated version,
Yeah.
right? They made it real.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah,
dope?
Yeah, it was dope.
Nice.
I mean, it had its little, the funny moments, and then had them real like sad moments and stuff. My wife over there like, I feel you. But
Mufasa.
yeah, I did that. And then last weekend I was in New Orleans with the wife, so did a little getaway.
Yeah.
That was just y'all two?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Just us
nice.
two. Yeah.
Were you in the French quarters?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you say you
I
had
didn't
a
stay
little,
too much out on the strip though. Like I was just like, we walked once, and I'm just like, we too old for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a party scene?
I thought it was still like Mardi Gras.
It's like a
season or
Mardi Gras
something.
type of thing?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say the week before that, my sister and them was there, and it was like Mardi Gras thing going on, like dancing in the street and everything. So
Yeah.
when you went, I was like, bro, finna catch the end of that.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
made him do that? I thought you was trying to dodge it.
Oh no, we did like the tour and stuff. Then just really eat.
Of course.
Oh yeah, 'cause
of course.
the
What you mean?
food there. I heard the food there is crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I had this little drink. The first day we went into this like vampire themed.
I saw that
bar.
on Instagram, bro. I was like, yo, I need to see that.
that's
So I
crazy.
ordered the little sangria when it comes in like a little IV blood pouch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You drink it out
Oh,
of
so
there.
that was sangria.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know what it was.
I was wondering what that
I
was.
was
so,
truly
yeah.
wondering what it was.
yeah. It was good though. It was good.
Looked like you was
It was a
getting
good
your
time.
true blood on.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, going to places and stuff, like you always got to go to like the spots and shit just to realize, nah, I'm too old for this. Yeah. You still gotta go. You gotta be like, am I too? And then you get out there and you're like, my feet hurt.
I'm good.
and I think it's just like a different crowd from like when we were like in our 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just the way they party and the way we party is just totally different. I'm just like,
And then they be having all their cameras and phones and stuff out. I'll be like, yo, we didn't do that. We kicked it and had a ball.
was
And
it.
we just
That
like,
was
remember?
yeah.
And
Just
you,
remember,
and you
no-
partying
no
on
evidence.
you partying on cobblestone.
That part. That
Oh
part.
man, them sidewalks though, dude. You have to walk with your head down. Like, I mean, there's holes. I'm like, man, I wonder how many people broke their ankle right here on this spot.
So
you
that's
know?
why everybody
And
walking
then
the
some
street?
lady come walk by and she like falling on her husband. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Wow.
Good, baby.
Well, baby, what you doing down there again?
What you
And then
doing,
don't be-
baby? You
and
good,
then if you're
baby?
drunk,
You giving
oh,
me?
man.
Yeah, I know. That's
Nah, I'm cool.
That's crazy.
You see any gators out there?
Nah, but I'm gonna tell you something. That place is haunted.
Oh, that Creole, man. Come on.
Dude. So okay, so me and my wife, you know, we about to go to bed, whatever. We both end up knocking out, watch some TV. And middle of night, I hear like the faucet come on and then the water. And I'm like, damn, you know, I still got my eyes closed though, you know what I mean? I'm like taking a shower. This is late, you know what I mean?
Somebody
So-
washing their hands?
You thought you was finna get woke up to something, boy. Yeah. You thought you was about to get woke up.
I'm like, let me not open my eyes. Yeah, I gotta like wake up. Let me peek. Every time peek.
See what she got on. Know what she don't get on.
So I'm like, I look over and my wife's still in, you know, bed, whatever. And she looks at me. She's like, you
So
hear
who's
that?
taking a shower?
I don't know, dude.
Casper?
So she's like, babe, do you hear that? I'm like, yes. I was like, I thought that was you. She's like, I thought that was you.
Oh no!
Yo, this feel like some Lucille Ball, for real.
She's like, go check. Go check. So I get up. I go walk over there.
Damn, we always gotta go check.
Yeah.
We always do.
Get the strap.
They took a flashlight with you?
So, I ain't had no flashlight. I wasn't even thinking. I'm just like, what the hell is this? Is it like automatic switch or something? So I get up. I go walk. When I go to turn on the light, it stops. And I'm like, so I look and I'm like, I go in the shower.
Hold on. All the
It's
way
dry.
up until you walk and you hear the water.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you turn on the light,
It stopped.
You hear water running, not dripping. Running.
Running.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. So I look, there's no water in the, you know, bathtub, shower. There's no water in the sink, no nothing. I'm like,
dry as a whistle.
I turn the lights off. I go back in bed. I'm like, I don't know what that was. Like, so then we hear it again.
Oh
And
man!
yeah.
And
I
you
get
didn't-
up.
You got up
Walk
again.
over, and it stops.
Yeah, okay.
I should have listened to my wife when she was like, "We need to go to the front desk and make them change our room because there's a ghost in the bathroom." I'm like, "Sorry, babe, we leaving tomorrow. We leaving
At
tomorrow."
least it was a clean ghost.
That's what I said. Maybe you was taking a shower.
Yeah, motherfucker just want to get clean. Like, god damn, why they fucking with me?
Oh,
you
you,
know what I'm saying?
it's one of those situations where they come back and they're like, "Man, I forgot to do that one thing. Let me go ahead." He's washing his hands.
I didn't get the soap out my hair.
Y'all looking at me crazy. This is my room. You invaded my room.
Somebody killed me when I was taking a piss.
Can't even take a shower in peace.
I've been here for 85 years, motherfucker.
He's a resident, sir.
This my shit.
Coming in here taking that doo-doo in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? No.
You think I want to smell it?
And y'all spent just like a little weekend over there, right?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Did
I love
Friday,
that.
Saturday.
That's dope, man.
Well,
Everybody
actually, it was
need that.
Saturday. No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Came back Monday because it was that Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Y'all got to slide back in while everybody was coming out of Chicago,
Yeah.
going back that way.
Yeah.
That is perfect, man. It's always good to have them little getaways, man. It's just like it hit a reset on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. I definitely need another getaway real soon.
I'm about to get away next week.
Shut up, Javi.
Yes.
And on
Tell
the
them-
sports.
yeah, tell them where you going. Tell
Where
them
you going?
Tell
huh?
them where you
Tell them
going.
where you going.
I'm going to work.
Okay.
This smog. If we see another book, a beer, your feet up,
I'm going to Brazil.
man, you don't get your.
Why your work sending you to Brazil for work? For work.
I got to go check out Brazil real quick. I'm actually going to Rio this time. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't get a chance last time.
So you're going to Rio to work.
Just on the tail end of it.
Just on the tail end of it. Yeah. I can't wait to see your Snapchats.
I'll bring back some for y'all. What they got? They got that Brazilian chacaca. What is it called? Cachaca. That's a liquor. I'll bring that back.
Just no rainwater. Please, no rainwater.
Just remember, my nigga, Brazil is one of the leading countries for HIV. So,
Don't forget about the lady boys.
yeah,
Don't forget about the lady boys.
So just make sure.
I choose to forget about that.
I'm not. You be approached, you think she cute, and it's him.
Hey, we trying to fuck up this man's whole trip because we hating.
We are. I'm hating. I'm letting you know I'm hating. I'm not even gonna lie.
Changed my trip. I'm going to Detroit.
You know what? Forget it. I'm going to Atlanta.
They ain't got nothing over there but crime. I already know about that.
But the MGM Grand is great. That's all they got. The MGM Grand
In Detroit?
Yeah, that hotel is amazing.
Man, look, I give Detroit all the credit. From the first time that I ever been to Detroit, it looked like damn near Gary.
It does look like
You know
Gary.
what I'm saying? But now they done built that thing up. Like, and no, for y'all that never been to Detroit, you could get robbed downtown, broad daylight.
Easily.
Easy, dog. And I talked to motherfuckers that did. You know what I'm saying? But the way that they built it up right now, man, all credit, kudos to them. You know what I'm saying? Even a basketball team did well this season. They made it to the playoffs. They had a little short run. You know what I'm saying? And well, I guess before I go into that, I'll talk about my week. If Reap, you was done with your week.
Yes, sir.
So my week, I ain't really do much outside of just watching a whole lot of basketball. Y'all know the NBA playoffs is going on. Now we into the NBA Finals. But I will say this playoffs been really good.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? It's been exciting.
Amazing.
I think the West Coast, the Western Conference kind of disappointed me because they were kind of a snooze fest. And you had to wait for them. You know what I'm saying?
Those late games ain't fun.
Yeah, you got them late games, and it still wasn't.
It was
like
whack. I had to stop watching it.
It was very underwhelming. You know
It
what
wasn't
I'm
as
saying?
exciting as the East Coast games. Those
No,
were
not at all.
nail biters.
And they was out there hooping. Like, they got to play hard. Like, it was actual fouls that were being not called, and nobody cared. They just kept playing through it. And I love to see that. It felt like 98, 2000 basketball. Like, they was out there really hooping.
I loved it.
Yeah, the refs definitely was being lenient with the
Very,
calls, which I love
very.
that. Come on, that's a basketball that we want to see. But aside from that, man, I've been just locked in really with all of the pod efforts and stuff, and just trying to really learn a whole lot of shit right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of been taxing, and it's kind of been like I've been having those conversations at home where it's like, yo, are you paying too much attention to this and not paying enough attention to that? You know what I'm saying? And those conversations kind of get a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know where you coming from with it, for sure. But if I don't do this thing, then it doesn't become successful. You know what I'm saying? So, but everything is trying to find a balance. And those conversations need to be had for you to find the balance. I don't always get it all the time, especially like if people come and talk to me the first time, right? I need time to think about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I just be in my own mind with it, and because I don't want to say some of the wrong things, you know? Yeah. But I always think about it after the fact, you know what I'm saying? And be like, okay, cool. Like, where was I wrong in this situation? What could I have, like, what should my thought process be in regards to this? You know? So I have to always keep in mind, like, my family life and everything like that. Like, and I tell y'all too, like, family always come first, right? You know what I'm saying? I always tell y'all. But with me trying to learn so much in so little time, I've been just like locked in.
Especially when you're really passionate about it too. It's like you enjoy it and you're like, man, I'm really excited about this. I don't want that spark to leave.
But then you got to understand also, we've all seen the fruits of our labor. Like, we've all put in a lot of time doing music and being on the road and all this stuff. And we saw some incredible things. This is a new journey. So to me, it'd be like, we don't know what's going to happen if we don't give it that same effort we gave our music.
But yeah, it's got to be work-life balance, like the girl was saying. Yep.
That would be like the biggest failure to me, right? Is like, you have a plan, you have a process, and you don't go forward with that plan. So when it fails, if it fails, you could be like, oh, it's because I didn't stick to the plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't want to fail like that. Like, and this could fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could fail, and we not find success in it, right? But I don't think like that either. But it's a possibility. But if that happened, if that failure happened, and I stuck to the plan, I could live with that. It's just like not sticking to the plan and just being like, man, maybe if I did stick to the plan, it could have worked.
Yeah.
Because it's happened to me before where we didn't stick to the plan. You know what I'm saying? So now all those failures you think about.
It wasn't us.
It wasn't us. But I blame myself a lot of the times with that in regards to my musical career. Because it's like, man, I should have been more invested in the business side, which I never wanted to do because I wanted to keep it the art. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to keep it for the love and have other people handle those situations. But since I didn't, things fell to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? So now when it comes to this, like, I'm all locked in 100%. Like, is it gonna get done? It definitely is gonna get done because, like, I'm gonna learn everything. So regardless of whatever it gotta be, I gotta be the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be the one. I feel like I carry the weight on my shoulders, and like I just gotta make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I got to because I want to fail the right way. If I fail, I want to at least fail the right way. But I do have to find the balance.
For sure.
Yeah, understood.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I've been going on, what's been going on with me this week. And I'm so fucking grateful that this week is over. I am. And like, we record on Mondays, so it's Mondays. I know a lot of people don't like the Mondays. You dig? But really, when you get older, every day, like, it don't even matter. You make your weekends whenever you make your weekends. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn about a Saturday
I could do
or
the
Sunday.
same thing on Tuesday at 2 p.m. that I was going to do Saturday at 2 a.m.
Actually, you could do more because a lot of things are shut down on the weekends.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of business that you got to get handled, I got to wait for the weekday. And maybe when I catch a little break, I could go and handle this real quick.
Yeah.
For the last couple years, I've been having some really good Tuesdays.
Tuesdays?
Getting it done on a Tuesday.
Man, what the hell been going on with your Tuesdays? You don't bring that to the pod. Nigga don't never tell us about a Tuesday.
Yeah, they don't get the Tuesday yet. You gotta earn the Tuesday.
Yes, sir. But we gonna get into the topics. We got a whole lot more NBA stuff to talk about. That's why I really didn't want to get into it because it's only introduction level. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Gary always. You know what I'm saying?
Gary.
But stay right here. We'll be right back after these brief messages. And you know it's some AOP shit, so stay tuned.
Yo, it's your boy Not Sent, and you rocking with the Astonishingly Odd Podcast. Check it out.
The Astonishingly Odd Podcast. Every Monday, 11:30 a.m. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Astonishingly Odd Podcast. Now we started off on the NBA. We started talking about it. I ain't wanted to get too invested.
Let's go.
But let's get into it because last week I asked y'all if the Pacers and Oklahoma City ended up in the finals, what y'all would have felt about it. You know what I'm saying? What you was gonna say, Speed?
I felt like it was going to be good for their cities. Come on. Indiana don't got nothing. They had to give their whole state an NBA team, not a city. They ain't the Indianapolis Papers. No, they the India. Well, yeah, y'all. I've been there. Y'all ain't got nothing.
That's true.
And
Lord.
Indiana is like really diehard about their basketball.
They only have. Well, yeah, okay, the basketball teams. Okay.
Yeah,
The college teams
college
and everything,
team.
yeah.
Yup, Larry Bird played over there.
Larry Bird got a whole statue in what is that, Terre Haute? In Terre Haute, Indiana. He got a big statue in front of like a library or a museum or something. I forget what it is.
Honestly, it would have been a lot more exciting to see the Timberwolves and the Pacers, but we got what we got. MVP versus Halliburton. We'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Well, the thing about it is, like, this is going to be bad for the NBA just because they're not big market teams. So the NBA, what they probably would have wanted is like New York and
They could have did New York and
Timberwolves.
OKC.
out of any
Denver.
But all of those are small market. Minnesota, small market. OKC, small market. Even Denver was small market.
But we've been having this argument that the NBA is whack because they got way too much old star power. So it's good that we're seeing some new
star
faces
power.
out
No,
here.
that's what
And
I'm
it's
saying. It's-
Re-innovating the NBA right now.
For sure. It's bad for the NBA as far as marketing value, right? Because a lot of people just not going to be tapped in. The casual watcher is like, I don't care about those teams. They're not gonna watch. But for basketball fans, bro, this is gonna be an exciting matchup, bro. Because I can't really judge how it's gonna go.
No.
I think both of
tough
them.
one.
I actually think that Tyrese Halliburton has been the most consistent player this whole playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like Shea Gilchrist too, SGA. He been doing his thing, and that's Reap's team. You know,
Yes,
Reap's
sir.
team still in it. You know, talk your shit, man. You had it from the start.
Called it.
See, I done told y'all. Just I may be quiet, but I know what the hell I'm talking about.
OKC in the finals. You got them winning the finals?
I do. I'm going all the way.
All the way,
way.
OKC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he called it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Both of my teams that I said was going to make it from the East and the West, they out. Everybody that you said, Javy, is out. Speed didn't say nobody.
It ain't Chicago, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Indiana, though. They have a huge stadium. They can host a bunch of people because their stadium is ginormous.
Yeah.
So, like, all those games over there, you're going to have everybody coming as Indiana fans from Chicago and anywhere that's surrounded. It's going to be a big deal, but going to Oklahoma, I don't know how big their
That's a
stadium
good point.
is.
I've never been to a finals game. How much did it cost to go to Indiana?
Go ahead and pull it up and see.
It's a lot less than New York. I know that.
I bet you
For
that
sure.
much. Yeah.
For sure. What I do know about Oklahoma City, right, is their fan base is crazy. So they all show up from beginning to end. It don't matter if their team losing, winning, they there and they hype.
I remember they were the ones that started that whole T-shirt thing that everybody wore the same color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Yup. So I'm really happy for them that just Oklahoma City, bro. Ever since like that bombing,
Yeah.
which if y'all didn't see on Netflix, they got
It's
the
a World Trade Center, right?
no, that's New York.
That's New York.
No,
bro.
but wasn't it
It was a federal building.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was a federal building, and they actually had a daycare at the bottom of the federal building.
Yeah, I remember
And
this.
a lot of kids in the daycare, they passed away too.
Yeah.
I think all of them, aside from maybe one, and then I think he ended up passing away a little bit later. But yeah, like that city really pulls through together. They stand united, and I'm really happy for that city, the Oklahoma City, man. Actually, when they bring the teams there, like when they brought Kevin Durant there, because Kevin Durant, he got drafted by Seattle Supersonics before they made the transition. And then when they moved over to Oklahoma City, when they bring the ball players over there, they have like a memorial thing for all the bombing victims and stuff. Because aside from 9/11, that's like the biggest tragedy in U.S. history. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there
it
was-
was crazy.
19 kids in there, and then only 6 survived.
Oh, 6 survived, man. Yeah, it's wild. And like, I would recommend for people that if y'all into docs and stuff, like, watch the Netflix doc on that. Like, you see like half of that building just blown off.
Yeah.
And it's due to just one guy that did like a little military stuff, but he knew how to make bombs. Like,
I remember that was the first time I ever heard the word terrorist. It was like the Oklahoma bomber.
Yeah, Oklahoma City bomber. Yeah.
He was a terrorist.
They had his picture everywhere and everything with the glasses on and all
and the
that stuff.
thing is, before they knew it was from somebody that lived here, they thought that it was like somewhere overseas that did this,
Yeah,
but nobody
like a
was
terrorist.
claiming ownership of
Nope.
it.
Homegrown terrorist.
Yeah, so that's why they started labeling it as terrorism, because they didn't even know it was from here.
So now you can't be from here and be a terrorist?
No, yes, you can.
Well, unless you're a Proud Boy or a Ku Klux Klan.
Right.
Yeah, but
You
it,
won't
it
be labeled
stemmed
a
from some
terrorist.
whole other thing. Like if you watch the doc, you'll see like this was like revenge from something else that transpired, like I believe in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the anniversary of that.
Yeah.
And when he decided to bomb, like, but it's crazy. So I'm happy for Oklahoma City. I'm actually happy for Indiana too. Y'all got something going on.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
been
what I'm
25
saying?
years for Indiana. I will give that to them. 25 years is a long time. The last time y'all seen the playoffs was when Reggie was there.
Yeah.
Reggie was there. Like, boy, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Reggie been retired, what, 19, 20 years?
And well, go
I just got a little public service announcement because I had to go to Indiana for work last week.
How boring
And
was that?
It was, I told the clown I was going to be there at 9 o'clock, right?
yeah.
He calls me up like 30 minutes before I get there. It's like a 2-hour drive. I'm like 30 minutes away. I'm like, he better not be canceling. I'm not picking up. Why is my GPS change over and say that I'm going to get there at 10 o'clock?
You forgot about the hour.
They got a different time zone out there.
They do. Yeah.
I did not know that. It's a 2-hour drive. How am I going to a different time zone?
It's like that when you go to Michigan.
I mean, I didn't pay attention to that, so I was late. So if y'all gonna go watch this Indiana game, pay attention to the time.
Well, if they're gonna watch an Indiana game, they're already in Indiana.
I mean, I would go if the ticket's like $50 to go catch an
It's
NBA
not gonna
Finals.
be $50,
It's not
bro.
$50.
It's not. It's
They
the
have a beautiful
finals,
stadium.
dog.
I will
It's
give it
the-
to 'em.
It's the finals. I mean, it's not gonna be crazy expensive. Like what Fat Joe say he paid for his courtside seats? Like
They're going with like 500,000.
yeah, but not in the
Not
in the
there.
playoffs. They want. Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
was
the playoffs, the playoffs,
500,000. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy pricing. Like even if I had it like that, bro, I'm not doing
I don't
that.
know about that one. Put me in the skybox. I'm cool. I don't need to be on the floor.
And Tyrese Halliburton's father, he's back allowed in the stadium.
Only in the box.
Only
He
in the
is
box.
Only allowed in the box,
Yeah.
bro. That's it.
There's $570 a ticket starting around 570 ticket.
That's nosebleed. You already know that.
And guess what? I ain't got 500 for that neither.
Nah.
Not for no nosebleeds. I ain't spending the 500. None of my teams is in it. Nah.
Oh, that's Oklahoma.
Oh, in Oklahoma. Okay, Indiana. We still
Indiana getting to add Oklahoma.
$200. $200.
734.
What?
Yes. We're too close to a big city. You got to remember.
And
you got
then,
Indianapolis
and then
Chicago.
the later you get into the games, the higher the price.
You got
So
Indianapolis.
like a game 7,
yeah.
which would be in OKC, starts at 1,400.
Who got the money to go to these games,
Yeah, that's
bro? Because they
crazy.
be packed.
Yeah.
I'm sure they be comping some
And
of
you
them.
be looking like that, man. That's a regular ass dude right there. Come on now.
Yeah, because what if everybody was like, nah, bro, I ain't got it for this. And just
Credit card.
you have an empty stadium.
Yeah.
Bro, that looks crazy.
Everybody's putting it on their credit cards. I hope you know that. They are literally will blow $5,000 on the credit card for that and then pay it off all year.
Not me.
It's guys that do it. No bull.
Not me. So who else? So Reef said he got OKC going all the way. What's y'all predictions?
I want East Coast underdog. I think Indiana's the underdogs on this, so I'll root for them.
I actually think Indiana has been the underdog this whole playoffs, and they've been showing improving. So I'm a give it to the Pacers. I think they might take this, but I think that it's gonna be a great matchup. I think it might go to a game 7. They're really complementary how the pieces fit together. I do feel like OKC has the more hitters, the more skillful players. But Tyrese Halliburton, how he's able to get everybody else in the game as well, you have to give kudos to that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's making guys that ain't superstar guys look like it.
Right.
So what's up? Who you guys for?
It ain't Chicago. I don't care. And I'm definitely not rooting for no damn Indiana. So y'all keep that. I'm going to watch the game, though. I'm definitely going to watch the game. I'm going to be in there. I just want to see good basketball. That's all I want to see. I'm going to yell at each team for the stupid stuff they do, praise them for the good stuff they do, but I don't care. It ain't Chicago.
I'm with it. So let's get into this. Actually piggybacking off of this topic. Who's the bigger loser from the last series? Is it the Timberwolves or is it the Knicks? And now this ties into me and Javy's feud because we've been talking about Julius Randle and Karl Anthony Towns. Those are both players on both of those teams. They made the trade. Both of them made the same type of exit, right? But I feel like it's a little different because Javy said, we'll see who's better if they go to the finals.
Yeah, that would have helped my case.
But I feel like we don't even need to wait to that because Julius Randle, I believe one of the playoff games that in this last series that they lost, he had 5 points, my nigga.
Yeah, but he had like 25 the other 2 games.
I don't care. That's the problem that Julius Randle has.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll give you that much.
you have to show up, bro. Like 5 points is not gonna do it, and you like a superstar on your team. I don't think he's a superstar in the league. I'm gonna say he's a superstar on his team. He's the number 2.
Statistically speaking, I mean, I tried researching this topic because I knew you were going to bring it up, and I was like, all right, the only thing I got is to look up the numbers, see what the stats say for the career for this season. Who had a better season? And the numbers ain't helped me.
Yeah, they didn't help you. And the thing is, I won't even break it down for the season. It matters what you do in the playoffs. And for what I seen Karl Anthony Towns do in the playoffs, he was playing, bro. He was balling.
Yep.
You know, and I think the biggest loser out of this thing is actually
The Knicks fans.
well, it's the Knicks fans for sure.
I think it's Minnesota.
You think it's Minnesota?
Yeah.
Why you think that?
And just the way they got beat. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
no. Like, because I thought they were going to give them some go. The way they were playing the previous, series. But they went in there and it was, I think they had one good game, right?
Yeah,
That
one
was
good
that-
game where they blew them out. Yeah.
And then after that, it was just
just
lights
like,
out.
yeah,
Every
it
game
was
was just
boring.
lights out.
And they was already down 2-0 at that time.
Yeah.
You know, they was down 2-0. They got that one win. It led to 2-1, and then they just never recovered. But I actually feel like it's the Knicks that's the biggest loser because for me, I feel like Minnesota, y'all know we didn't have all the pieces there, right? Julius Randle, he might not be that guy, right? And he can opt out of this contract. So they might not even have him next year. But they know they have things to go off of. Okay, we have to give Anthony Edwards help because he was being triple teamed, doubled and triple teamed like 99% of the games.
That's wild. Yeah.
Right? 99. They didn't let him do anything. So he had to, okay, let me make a play. And when he's trying to make a play for somebody else, they're not able to finish.
Oh, that's wild.
So at least you know, okay, we got to get him some help. With New York, you don't really know what went wrong.
Yeah.
They
You
had
like,
everything. Yeah.
we have
There's
the
a bunch of
pieces.
turnovers, bro. I saw a bunch of turnovers.
Yeah.
The last game, it was like 15 turnovers. And I was like, what?
So now they're talking a
This
lot.
dude was D'ing up Brunson, boy.
Yeah. And Brunson was still getting his points.
Yeah.
But now you're hearing the conversation is like, does Brunson have the ball in his hands too much to where he can't, like nobody else could get anything off? Like, because when he's out the game, they actually do better. But that's your best player on the team. So I think New York have a lot more questions than Minnesota has. So I actually think they're the biggest loser out of this situation. Like, you just don't know what's next year looking like for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be interesting to see, man.
Very,
but
very.
I'm looking
I just
for
want to see good basketball. As long as it's good basketball, I'm going to be happy.
yeah, and I think that's what we're gonna get out of this next series. So
I like the fighting, the sparring, the back-to-back. I don't want to see nobody get blown out 20, 30 points. That's just whack.
for sure. And another thing I do want to say is, man, inside the NBA, TNT,
Yep.
Yo,
Shaq,
man,
Kenny.
come on.
Charles, Ernie. You know what I'm saying? Who I'm missing? Shaq, Kenny, Charles, Ernie.
I don't know the rest
That's
of the
it.
people names.
That's
That's
all
it.
of them.
That's all of them.
Man, so ain't no more TNT. They going somewhere else. They don't know if it's gonna be on ESPN, or
supposedly.
ABC. I think it was another suitor. They said they're gonna keep their whole team together still. Everybody that works
You'd
behind
be
the
a
scenes.
fool not to.
They're gonna record and then just give that footage to whoever. You know what I'm saying? They're still gonna be based out of Atlanta.
How's that going to work with 2K, though? Did they have their contract with TNT?
No, that wasn't TNT.
No, it's just
that
the
was,
voice.
That was through them individually, and that's why Charles Barkley never did it because he never signed the rights off to them.
So that ain't going to change.
So yeah, I mean, the end of it was really heartfelt. They gave him some like rings. It was like NBA championship
yeah.
rings. Did you see those? They gave him like NBA championship rings for Inside the NBA for the final episode.
Oh, nice.
It was dope, man.
And I like the little farewell speech and everything. Them showing like everybody that had worked out all this time, and it was really dope.
Yeah.
It was real dope to watch them like say goodbye to each other and then sit there and talk to each other and say how they impacted each other. I was like, man, this is cool.
Nice.
I sat there and watched that whole thing. It was cool.
But TV, man, television. This is why y'all fail, bro. Every time y'all take something good and y'all treat it like it's trash or something.
Like it's
you know what I'm saying?
expendable.
Like, nah, bro. You need things like this, bro. That's why everybody's going to YouTube. Everybody's going to Twitch. Everybody's watching other shit aside from television. You wonder why your numbers down? You get rid of the good shit.
And then when they take it and do it on their own and it's still successful, even though they changed the name, it doesn't change the game. It doesn't change none of that. And all these people are still successful together, and you still watch it. And nobody cares that it's not on that network. The thing is, those people are not on the network, and that's where y'all mess up at. You treat everybody like they're just interchangeable pieces, and no, it don't work that way. Pay attention.
Once that shit ends, man, inside the NBA, there's never gonna be nothing that's like it.
Oh,
There's
no.
never gonna be no equivalent.
Just like the other one. What was the one we used to have on like ABC or something? They would come on like Saturdays or something like that when we were shorties. With the black guy that used to host and stuff and do all the NBA.
Rashad.
Yeah, Rashad, when he had
Rashad.
his, like, we loved that growing up. Loved that. He was cool. He was getting to meet everybody and talk to them, and it was like a one-on-one thing, or he made it fun. And then it was like gone, and we like, why would you get rid of that?
Because that's when it was expendable. Because you only had television to really look at.
Yeah.
There's no YouTube.
But you can't do it the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that. That's
Now
why your numbers
these
be
people
down.
can keep their followings. You just don't understand. These people can keep their followings, go wherever they gonna go, and watch that whole crowd follow them.
Because I mean, they were the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So wherever they go, everybody's gonna follow.
Yeah.
And if anything, somebody's gonna give them either more leeway to do what they've been wanting to do, or either give them the pay that they're asking for, and they're not gonna leave that network.
And listen, man, as somebody that went from one network to another, it'll work out. It'll work out. That's all I'm gonna say. It'll work out.
Yeah, I'll be there in a bit.
But moving on from the NBA to the WNBA, man. The Chicago Sky's been playing like trash. I'm gonna just say that first and foremost. It's crazy because we got a brand new coach. He came from the Aces. He was, I had a lot of faith and hope in this guy. Huh?
We got the coach from the Aces?
No. We got the assistant coach. It's a guy. Okay. But he, like, all the people from the Aces, they love him. Like, he came in high regard. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was expecting big things. But on top of that, bro, like,
we got Vandersloot back and Stoke.
Yeah. After last season, I felt like one of the biggest failures for the Sky was getting rid of Teaspoon, right? Mm-hmm. She was a great coach. They didn't have a great season, but I feel like you need to give her more than one season.
Yeah, give them room to improve.
Yeah, like you have to establish culture. And they didn't allow her to do that. They gave her one season and kicked her out the door.
That's crazy. Hold on. How long was that contract, though?
It was a year contract.
Oh, okay. I thought, they did a Lovey Smith or something.
She ain't getting paid right now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So they did her bad.
Yeah, that's
and maybe this is karma.
I believe so.
I believe
this could be the karma. But
it's not even karma. It's just natural that's what's going to happen. It's chaos if you keep changing the staff. Look at the Bears.
Once again, the Chicago front office is not doing their job. Once again, another establishment in Chicago, your front office, y'all boys not doing y'all job. Pay attention to how everything moving. Pay attention to how the team reacts to the person that's around them. Forget what you think and look at the team, because that's what matters. Y'all always running with what y'all think, and y'all don't even play freaking basketball. Go sit your fat, dusty, pale butt down somewhere.
But Angel Reese, Reebok dropped her logo.
Unveiling of the logo.
That was the second one, the blotch.
No, first one.
That was the first one. The A with the R. It kind of got the R in there.
Boy, that mark looked like a Aurora thing.
Aurora.
It looked like an Aurora symbol. I looked at it and was like, that's a new Aurora symbol? They finna bring it back out? I clearly thought the Aurora was about to come back out.
Yeah, it looked like a little Acura. It looks like something I would have came up with it like in 7th grade.
I mean, what WNBA superstar that has a logo, which ones do y'all like? So I like Sabrina Ionescu, believe her last name is. I never know how to say her last name. But she got some dope Nikes, bro. Like, all the NBA players be wearing them. I think her, does she got a logo? Actually, because I just be seeing the shoes.
I mean, Angel's shoes ain't bad. Like, I would buy some for my daughter.
The shoes ain't bad.
Yeah.
No, the
it's
shoes
just
are
the
dope.
logo looks like
the
a
logo is,
Acura symbol.
Oh, okay, her symbol's cool. Sabrina's is cool. It's not
Sabrina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ionescu or something like that. Yeah. It's cool.
It's clean. You know what I'm saying? It's clean, not doing too much. So I will say, look, Angel Reese's logo was a little bit underwhelming for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's doing too much.
But it's doing too little.
But it's Reebok, and I like Reebok aside from like maybe Allen Iverson's logo.
Yeah.
Was decent. Who else logo Reebok got over
Shaq
there?
with the dunk thing, but he took that with him. Remember, he bought it and took it
Shaq
with him.
took that with him like Jordan took the Jumpman.
Jumpman.
I don't know. Reebok really not known for nothing like that.
No.
But it's better. I think her logo's better than Asia Wilson, which
Yes.
Asia Wilson is like the number one superstar in the WNBA.
Yeah, but
And
that logo looks like Jesus fish. Looks like Jesus fish.
like
I
Jesus.
hope that's what she was going for, because other than that, it's not appealing. It's a
It look
square
like that.
crisscross thingy with a Nike check.
It looked like an ink blot.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. But she really loves her logo. You know what I'm saying? And when her logo dropped, it came with a lot of high praise on the internet. And I'm just like, I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
But maybe it's just me. You know, maybe it's
Are you
just
trying to see a reap, or do you see
I'm
like
trying.
a puppy in the window or
Right.
something?
It's an ink blotch for him, trying to see what he sees.
It says combines elements between an A and a star.
Okay, so you were right about the star, Javi. Because you kept saying
it's
the
like
star.
a little ugly star.
Oh, okay. That's the A,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of an A.
like an A like
A
this, you
little
know?
star. Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever y'all want to say, it's just not the
it's
greatest.
like her. It's supposed to be like her signature A.
Oh, that's how what she
Ah.
signs.
Oh, now I get
okay,
it.
okay,
Okay, it's a
okay.
cleaner version of her signature.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she likes.
Okay, I'm not
That's
too
cool.
mad
That's
at
cool.
it now.
All right.
You know, now that you see that, now I'm gonna have to put both of those in the edits. You know what I'm saying? You got Reap, you gotta send that to me, dog.
Signature.
With the signature.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of fire. Angel Reese has kind of been under fire right now too, because her and Caitlin Clark, the last matchup, they got into a little kerfuffle.
Well, no kerfuffle. She blatantly knocked baby girl down, and they should let her take her head clean off.
Nah, it was a
Yeah.
basketball play. I
It
agree
was
with
a
her. It was a
basketball
basketball
play.
play.
It
She didn't want her to
happens.
score.
I
It
ain't
happens
going.
in the NBA all the time.
I ain't
man.
going because I know the hate behind that girl heart. I know how Caitlin
I don't
Clark
think she
is.
hates her. I don't think she hates her.
No. She hates you, me, him, and him. Okay, and I wonder why. Because she let it be known at Iowa.
Nah, well, she got black players on the team.
Yeah,
right now.
because she's in the NBA and she has say so. At Iowa, she got rid of all the black players, and look at the Iowa team. Yeah. Y'all pay attention to what that girl be doing and how she be moving and what she be saying, because she for real about it. And she from wherever,
Iowa.
Indiana?
Yeah, Indiana.
Yeah, you can play boo-boo the fool if you want to. All right. Not me. Not me. I've been to Terre Haute. I've been to Tippecanoe and whatever the rest of them little racist towns is called. Boy, no, I ain't going. Not going. I seen how y'all do in Indiana. I see how y'all talk to us in there.
I actually like that rivalry because what it does is like people want to see that. People
Yeah,
be
I
wanting
agree.
to see drama and stuff like that. Like I love the fact that it's Angel Reese that they talking about. So, which Angel Reese don't need. Like I think Angel Reese does good enough of a job on her own to keep herself in motion. She got her motion. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Where Caitlin Clark don't really make that. Like she's not a personality like Angel Reese is.
She's more of a talent.
Yeah, she's just more of the talent, and that's where she gets like all of those. That's where she gets her endorsements and all of that stuff. But Angel Reese is more than just the
Persona,
talent.
her persona. Yeah, she's a character.
Yeah, for sure.
Angel Reese Puffs. I got
So
some
it
right
got
now.
to be something because what's the other rivalry in the WNBA? Nobody don't know. They don't have it. So you got to have some. What's the rivalries in the NBA? We know those.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
know
I
Ja
mean-
Morant don't like the Lakers. No, none of the Lakers.
We almost watched the fathers go at it. Then the coaches almost went at it. What was that, Detroit and the New York Knicks game? I looked at the coaches like, whoa, they finna get out.
Bro.
They jumped off the bench.
Ja Morant was gonna get. Ja Morant's daddy was gonna get at Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, he was on them. Yeah.
Like
I don't know if that was gonna work out, but he was on them.
you gotta have some element of the drama, and that's just what makes sports. You know what I'm saying? And for like people been talking about it, and it's just been so much of a topic of, yo, does she hate her? Like, is she racist? Is this and this and that? And those could be good arguments to have, but I'm just looking at it from the basis of it's sports. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that that's happening there because that's really what sports is about. You have it in all areas, bro. When we was in high school and shit, y'all was playing, we had rivalries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stayed into it at Lakeview. Stayed into it with Clemente. Stayed into we definitely
Yeah,
did.
well, I was at Taft. Ours was Lane. It was Taft Lane. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Taft and Lane. Yeah.
All right, man. So now moving on, man. We gonna keep it sports before I go into the next break, man. But It's a lot that's been going on right now surrounding Caleb Williams because his book came out. And in the book, they were saying Caleb Williams and his father really didn't want to come to Chicago. Like, they felt like Chicago is a place for a quarterback to die. And they really didn't want it. So they was trying to figure out a way to get up out that situation. They really wanted to go to Minnesota. And so when the book came out, like, and all of this was in the press or whatever, I guess Caleb Williams felt like he needed to address it.
Yeah, because Chicago got mad at him. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
For sure. I don't blame Chicago for getting mad at him because you want a quarterback that wants to be here. And especially if we gave away Justin Fields, who really wanted to be here. He really loves Chicago. Like, Chicago loves somebody that loves them back.
For sure, man. We gonna boo him when he gets on the damn field.
Look how we acted when Derrick Rose would come home for games. Them tickets would be sold out.
Yeah, but
even though he was on another team, we was going to see Derrick play.
That was a whole day. He homegrown. So, you know what I'm saying? D Rose could do no wrong. Don't never know D Rose slander ever.
Simeon, what up?
Ever.
Caleb gonna get booed until he scores that first touchdown. Guaranteed.
He's not gonna get booed.
He's not gonna get booed.
I'm gonna boo him.
Because he came out and he said, listen, this is where I want to be.
Boo this man.
He said,
boo him.
He said, I may have had some like questions about it, but once I met with the team and ownership, I felt very comfortable with being a Bear. And I think he has every right to feel that way about an organization that's never done right by a quarterback. Never.
Yeah. It's their track record.
He's justified in that.
The evidence is there.
I mean, but that's like believing in ghost stories.
Stop it, Slime.
No, that's
Stop
not. This is
Why
all.
Why would you entertain it?
It's
Why
like
would you even
superstition.
entertain it? Come on.
That's the superstition.
You
Like,
know what?
Cool. Look at their track record. That's where they go to die.
You know what?
Bro, what quarterback has excelled on the Bears? You know what I'm saying? You can't even say with the 85 Super Bowl Bears that the quarterback.
But what's that got to do with the city?
It was not the city. It's the front
He never
office. Once
said
again.
anything about the city,
Front
Javy.
office.
Why are you making this about
So
the
what is
city?
it? It's the logo, the team, the mascot?
the front office, bro.
Bro, I just told you what's about. He says where quarterbacks go to die. They didn't know how to handle a quarterback.
But it hasn't been the same offensive coordinator, the same front office.
But
It's all
it's the
changed.
same results, though.
Yeah. They following the same playbook every time.
Bro, look, the Chicago Bears, it's the same way Speed was just talking about all our Chicago organizations, bro.
Front office is
They
just-
don't know it. Bro, even with Jordan, they ain't know how to handle Jordan, bro.
Yeah.
And that's wild.
That's crazy. That's probably one of the greatest athletes ever. And they was treating him like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like he was second. Come on, like he was second in line or something. Like
What's the greatest okay, we know who the greatest Chicago Bears head coach is. That's Mike Ditka.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But aside from him, it's probably Lovie Smith.
Yeah, love him.
And they walked him out the door.
With what, 2-3 years on that contract?
Man, come
Still
on.
had to get that man $8 million a year.
Come on,
Stupid.
man. So I think he's well within his rights to feel how he felt about it. The fact that he cleaned it up and was like, look, came over here, I met with everybody, and that's what made me comfortable. And they still did it wrong because they fired the offensive coordinator. They fired his head coach.
Surprise.
All in the same season. You know what I'm saying? Now it's high hopes. We got Ben Johnson there. We'll see how that go. But I'm not mad at Caleb at all.
Nope.
For feeling.
I'm not mad
however
at the
he may have
offensive
felt.
line. I ain't mad at the defensive line, the coordinator. None. That front office is what be doing us dirty. And every time y'all let them fat, pale, no sports playing, money counting billionaires depict what we can do as a team or as an organization or as a city. No, man, go sit down and count your money and let somebody else run it. Because y'all are doing a horrible job. And all of y'all, every team, Sox, Cubs, all of y'all suck. Not the teams, your front office.
For the record, I do believe in ghosts, though.
Shut the
Well, Reap just had him over there, so in New Orleans.
Yeah,
taking
y'all free to go
showers.
now. Y'all free to go. Go.
They was taking showers.
Rome.
So Bears predictions real quick before the season start. Come on, man. It's fun. Bears predictions. What we gonna do? What we looking at?
How many games?
15.
Nah,
16?
hell no. We got like 17. They added a game.
I give them 7.
Oh.
7 wins? They
Yep.
need about 10.
I'm gonna give them 7.
They need about 10 wins, and they might need more than that because we probably have the toughest conference in the NFL.
I'm going to give him 10.
I'm gonna give him 7. I'm a fan duel that one to see how it works
Yeah,
out.
like 9.
9. I'm gonna give him 11. 11 wins, bro. 11, and we gonna have all our wins over the Packers too. Like the Packers not winning at all.
For sure.
I just feel like what Ben Johnson was able to do with Jared Goff out in Detroit, like what is he gonna bring here? And the thing that I'm kind of sad about is our third Keenan Allen, our third wide receiver. I don't think Keenan Allen coming back. We just drafted another wide receiver that's supposed to take that position, but I really like Keenan Allen, bro. I feel like he's a hard replace. But maybe they're like factoring in the money situation and everything like that. So I know it's probably business attached to it. It's just sad to see him go. And in a time where I feel like we can thrive, and especially with him being in the system, I think that would have been explosive. So I understand it as far as business, but as a fan, I would have loved to see Keenan Allen here still.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes. Now, before we get into the other topics, I am going to take another quick break. Y'all stay right there. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yo, this is Sensei Music, straight out of Chicago, and you're tuned in to not just any ordinary podcast, it's the Astonishingly Odd Podcast. Get it in your life.
Welcome back to the Astonishingly Odd Podcast. I want to do a little dive into this Tory Lanez new evidence that popped in. I think me and Speed was on the same page when it came to this. We always believed that this boy was innocent. And now you're just getting all of the evidence that they kind of tried to hide during the court case. Even the guy, the witness that identified
The bodyguard?
Nah, the guy that lived like in the building up above that seen what was going on, he said that the girl shot the other girl.
Yep.
And when it was his court date, he changed his thing because the police brought him into a room, and by the time he went on the stand to testify, then he said he seen Tory shoot.
Wow.
But they gave the body cam footage of him saying the opposite.
Wow.
And it wasn't just like, oh, yeah, nah, my vision's clearer now. Like, nah, he said the girls were fighting. One girl got out the car, went to the front passenger where the other girl was. They started physically fighting. And then the girl started shooting into the car. And then the guy that was in the back hopped out the back seat. So how could he be shooting? On top of that, there was no DNA evidence found on the weapon.
No. There wasn't Tory's DNA found on the weapon.
Yeah.
Let's get that part right. His DNA wasn't.
His DNA wasn't on the weapon. On top of that, they show the body cam footage of Meg Thee Stallion getting out of the car and stepping on the glass. She steps on the glass and she says, fuck, I stepped on glass. And then she says, it's the second time I did that this week. So she stepped on glass 2 times this week. They said that she had bullet fragments in her foot, but it could have been just off of the bullet ricocheting or whatever. And
she had stitches by her ankle and stuff. I seen that.
Yeah. But this whole time, and I think it's due to just Tory not wanting to snitch and say like, no, this was her. You know, that's his code
girl
or whatever.
Like that's Tory girl at that present moment. Yeah, he cheated on his girl with her best friend.
And he was going to cheat with Kylie that night.
Oh, yeah. I remember that night. I watched that live, and it was popping, and Kylie was going. One thing I know is she was finna go on my mama.
I just think it's so crazy, bro. Like, this man just got stabbed up 14 times, almost lost his life. He in jail. And when you see everything laid out, it's like, how could you convict this guy? These are some of the things that we've even known prior to. You know what I'm saying?
They railroaded that man. He wasn't going to say that she did it, but at the same time, he was like, I didn't do it. Who else could have done it? Ta-da! Like, y'all, come on. Like, for real, he wasn't finna let his girl go to jail, but at the same time, he on probation. Y'all caught him with the gun. Wasn't even his gun. Y'all tried to put it on him every single time. And it was like, Tory ain't do that. And then all y'all jumped down and he did this and da-da-da-da. And y'all don't even know the story. And y'all just jumping on the internet to run y'all damn mouth. Shut up. Stupid.
Everybody, even Bum B, can
man, OG, come on.
Like,
we ain't even have to speak on it. As men, we ain't have to speak on it. Let all the girls do all this. As men, just sit back and watch and see what happens.
it just from the start of it sounded tricky to begin with.
It was plain as day to me.
Like,
It was
I
plain
don't
as
know
day.
what like it don't sound cool, you know what I'm saying? And they really got him because when he called the old girl and he was trying to apologize, they spun that a whole different direction.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But even how confident he was that I didn't do this, like I'm finna get off, y'all finna see. You don't have that type of confidence unless you know you ain't do nothing. But to still go to jail for that?
Y'all finna have to let this man out. He gonna be bigger and better. The music gonna be great. And y'all gonna still hate and have something to say.
And so there's this whole conspiracy now because he got stabbed up 14 times while being incarcerated.
Oh, him and Buddy got into it, actually.
The guy also has ties with old girl from Rock Nation.
If y'all say so. You talking about the snitch from Rock Nation? The federal
Yes,
snitch?
yup.
The lawyer?
He-
Or whatever
yep.
she is? She a federal snitch.
He has-
witness.
The
Whatever
guy
she
that
called.
stabbed Tory got ties to her, and Meg Thee Stallion is a Rock Nation artist.
I don't know about that one. But
So,
okay.
I mean, it's conspiracy, but
I ain't going with I guess, my brother.
but
y'all
Rock
play-
Nation is also the whole corporation that
Yep.
tried to do all of this against Tory.
Because he sold that NFT and got every dollar.
So I don't put it past
Every
it.
dollar.
I don't put it past it.
Yeah, I saw that when he sold that NFT and it was $1 a piece, and then it was 1 million copies of that album that wasn't gonna come out for 2 years. So you had that album 2 years before it dropped.
Reap.
Are they still doing those?
NFTs?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
After Tory did that and shook up the whole record industry where he made it like back in the day, I'm gonna get my dollar from every record, but he cut out the whole record label.
I actually made something, but I don't know if I ever sold any.
No.
I like drew them and I put them up there. Blockchain.
Reap, if you was gonna go to jail, right, and you knew somebody in the car, they actually did it, right? And
You can't say somebody in the car your girlfriend, bro.
well, I
That
was
was
trying
his girl.
to save that one for the
Okay.
next question if he answered, but now you fucked it up. So it's your girl, right? It's your wife.
No, let's go with girlfriend. That was his girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
That you're
Wife
about
is
to
different.
that you're about to cheat on with.
Okay, yeah, okay. It's your
No,
girlfriend.
you've already cheated. You've already cheated.
already-
You've
And
already
you're about to
cheated.
do it again.
You was gonna cheat that night too. You kind of mad that you couldn't get the cheat off. You kind of mad
With Kylie. Come on, it's Kylie. Son.
Yeah. So you in the car. She ended up shooting the other girl that you done cheated on her with too. That they're best friends.
After she tells her,
Right?
oh, I've been Tory too.
So now they like, okay, it was you, and all you got to do is say, nah, it was her. That's not even my weapon. Da da da. Is you telling or you just keeping that hush? It was her.
You got a record deal. You got everything going for you. Why wouldn't
He
you?
doesn't.
I
He
ain't
doesn't.
taking no. Hell no.
Tory was fully independent. He was getting every dollar.
Right.
He was
getting
fully
money.
independent. He was dropping all the music he wanted to when he wanted to.
Even more the reason too.
That's the crazy thing is if they even let him off right, they not going. He can't do nothing about it. That time is just gonna be gone.
What you mean? He can sue the shit out of him and still get $1 million.
Nah,
in.
he took that
I
himself.
don't think that he's gonna. That's a Fed case.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's gonna win no money off of the feds. It's just gonna be time gone.
It's a wrongful conviction, gentlemen. And then when them suppressing evidence, there goes another thing. Then they violated his rights. What don't y'all know about the justice system?
Yeah, but they spend that. They spend
You can
that.
spend it all you want, but that boy with that money he got and them lawyers that's gonna jump behind him, and then he turn around and get a team of lawyers. Y'all gonna have to pay him every dollar, and he gonna hit y'all for the pain and suffering, and he gonna hit you. Come on,
The
man.
crazy thing about this is it's really what the Florida senator, is she a senator? She's the one that got this in motion.
They're in L.A. when that happened.
No, I'm talking about the release of all of this suppressed
Oh yeah.
evidence was a congresswoman, I believe,
Yeah,
from
advocating
Florida.
for him, yeah.
That was advocating for him because she said, I don't want to see a guy that's innocent just sit behind bars when y'all suppressed all of this. Y'all really railroaded him.
That's what I'm saying. He has a basis to sue them, brother, because you violated his rights, you suppressed evidence, you spent the story. Like, it's so many ways that a legal team could take it where it's gonna still be a payday for that boy. Y'all gonna have to pay him because they gonna come with all they I's dotted and they T's crossed. Ain't no way in the world. I'm coming with 5-6 of the best lawyers in the country.
Yeah. Javi, you slacking on your pimping, dog. That's funny though. That's funny because you think I ain't paying attention than I am. But moving on, man. Trump pardoned a bunch of people. He might end up pardoning Tory Lanez if this get enough motion.
That shit is just crazy. He's just doing unhinged shit for no reason. Like I saw that and I laughed.
When
like,
has
why
it
doesn't that doesn't make any sense to any reason? Why did he release Hoover?
It don't make no sense.
Why?
He didn't release Hoover.
No, he didn't. I mean, yeah, because
he left it
he
to the
pardoned him the
state.
federal. Yeah, he
Okay.
left the state one. He
So
pardoned
the
the
thing
federal
is,
one.
what
But
I'm hearing
that's
is
why it didn't make any sense. I was like, what's the point of that?
It makes sense because the guy from the state is trying to run for president from Illinois, right? He don't fuck with Trump, and so now you leave it in his hands. Oh, I pardoned him. So now it's up to you. Now, are you gonna pardon him or not?
So he's making him look bad no matter what.
Exactly.
Chess move.
That
Well,
is-
checkers,
that's-
because he's still checkers. That
that's
boy can't
fucked
play
up.
chess to save his
Right,
life.
and this is a big enough thing where people want to see Larry Hoover pardoned. You know what I'm saying?
Public opinion, yeah.
It's public opinion. So now you leave it up to him. What are you gonna do in the state level, huh?
Man, that's crazy. That's calculated.
But that's what he be doing. Petty stuff like that so that he can get a rise out of people. And he'd be like, hey, I did my part. He didn't. He always loves to do that. Deflect.
He also pardoned NBA young boy, which
Well, what was the reason for that?
Who cares?
I think it's just well, what I've been hearing is that there's a Derek Chauvin pardon coming, and you want to appease the black side. You know what I'm saying? So
Do we know how many people he pardons? Like,
man, I know he's probably pardoned the most rappers of any president
because
ever.
I'm like,
As
we
well
just
as
hear
people.
like the celebrities, right? Is he like
Yeah.
pardoning like?
No, you got to go through that list. It's actually on the White House website. That's why when I be bringing up the stuff like about the Africans and all that, people was looking at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, no, it's right here.
Yo.
Whitehouse.gov. It's literally in y'all face.
What about Joe Exotic, the Tiger King? He's been
Nah,
asking for a
man.
pardon for the
Joe
longest.
Exotic.
The Joe's not getting it. He don't not like Joe is white trash. He not finna do it.
He ain't got the support.
He's not looking at Joe like he's a constituent or anything. He's looking at Joe like white trash.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
Plain out.
It's not enough behind that for him to
Nah.
even pardon that. Like it's not. It wouldn't do nothing.
He's
for
laughing
him.
at Joe. He doesn't look at Joe like
But
this gonna help me.
I don't know. I mean, I guess all them rappers it does help because he pardoned Lil Wayne, he pardoned Kodak Black.
Did you see that they asked him
He's-
if he would pardon Diddy?
Yeah, he said he would look into it.
You know he would pardon Diddy because Diddy got dirt on him.
He sure do. He sure
You think Diddy ain't got no
do.
dirt on Trump? You a fool. You a plumb dumb fool if you think he dope.
I'm just really looking for this Diddy case to show me something that shows me why he's really in there.
Because
To
being
begin with.
freaky is not a crime.
Yeah.
Abuse, man, abuse.
Yeah, but that don't come with years
That's not
and
a RICO.
years, bro. Like that's not a RICO
That's
on
domestic.
one person,
That's
bro.
a state thing.
Like, nah, come on, man.
He's
come
trafficking men that came to have sex with his
They
girl.
gotta show me more in this case.
Because all right now y'all just spilling his dirty laundry, and I have not seen anything to make me look at Diddy like, oh, you're a bad person. No, you're a freaky motherfucker. I know that boy. You're
Nah,
freaky.
you saw what he did to Cassie.
We saw that part, yeah, but that's
Yeah, but
domestic.
that's domestic abuse,
That's not a federal
bro.
case.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a state case.
It don't fit what
No.
you got him in for. Like, what are we watching right now? But we'll see.
You just embarrassing him in front of his children. That's
Hey,
it.
listen, if this was Obama and he pardoned these motherfuckers, the same motherfuckers, he'd be getting all type of praise right now. Yeah. You know what I'm
But
saying?
he couldn't do that because of who he was. They'd have been like, look at this nigga pardoning some niggas. You already knew what they was
if
going to
Obama would have pardoned Larry Hoover,
do. Boy,
Yeah,
they would have
that's
talked so crazy.
that's my nigga right there. That's my president.
Let's go light this one real quick.
Yeah. Just that old.
All right, so another thing I want to mention is the Clips are coming out with a new album.
Yes.
Finally.
Pharrell producing it all.
Of course.
Man, the
Drake could never.
the songs that I've heard thus far, man,
Nice.
they crazy,
Nice.
dog. They crazy. They got a Kendrick feature on
Yep.
there.
Nice.
And Def Jam wanted them to take that off, and Pusha said,
Nope.
bye.
Yeah, they wanted to take it off because it happened like around the time they've had this feature for a while before the Drake and stuff started. But it was while that started going on when they was like, nah, you can't put this out. So, but Kendrick feature will be on there.
Yep.
Album comes out July 11th. I can't really remember the title to the album, but we'll see. It comes out July 11th, y'all. We definitely will run through it and let y'all know our critique on it. But Malice is still sounding fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fire, bro.
Yes.
Fire, dog. So I'm excited about this.
Very much so.
Cause actually did the album artwork.
Oh,
really?
that is so dope, man.
Yep.
Drake could never.
Yep, they recorded it all in like Paris. You know, if Pharrell producing it, you know, it got to be something like we gonna do this in Paris.
Yeah, all on hard drives, no iCloud, nothing. Everything hardware.
Yeah, that's
It's
fire.
gonna be dope.
That's
Ain't
fire.
gonna be no leaks. Ain't gonna be no stealing, no copies.
Oh, it's that?
Yup. What's that title?
Let God sort them out.
Yeah, let
It's
God
always some
sort
good-
them out, man.
It's
Come
always
on,
some
man.
dope boy shit.
And you know, they first album, they had Jesus in the back.
They did. That was dope.
the back of the
That's
whip.
a classic.
They had Jesus in the back of the whip riding through VA.
Yes.
That's fire, man. I can't wait for this album.
Let God sort them out.
13 tracks.
That's it? Just 13? They
That's
trying to
good
keep
enough.
it real classic. Yeah.
that's all we
I like
need,
that.
man. And you know, it's not 13. Like the new age 13 tracks is like 2-3 minute songs. You know they gonna have some fire. You know? But last thing is, we all know the Cardi B and Offset thing going on.
Are we really gonna talk about this?
We also have the Papoose and Remy Martin, Remy Ma thing going on, which is crazy, man.
It's sad.
Like
It's all sad. It's public. It's dirty. It's nasty. And I'm done.
Do y'all feel like, well, first of all, I'm not opposed to men asking for spousal support, but the fact that it's Offset, that he already got money, it's like, I feel like rich people shouldn't be asking for spousal support.
He's just doing that to be petty. In all honesty, bro's doing that to be petty.
Well, I will say this: her net worth is like 100 million. His net worth is like 30 million. So if you put this in different shoes, change the shoes, right?
Right.
Change the J's into heels,
Yep.
right? A woman is gonna say,
I will
"I need
have.
to live
Yeah,
according to these same standards that I was used to."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
So in regards to that, I can't really fault him for saying, "Oh, I need to keep my living means the same type of way for our children." But the part where he loses me though is he said, "I want spousal support, but the kid's still gonna live at your house."
I don't want the responsibility.
What? Nah, Offset, you can't do that.
Yeah, man.
You gotta pull.
Crazy.
You gotta do at least a Yeezy. Go buy the house across the street.
Crazy.
All the kids gotta do is come across the street.
That's where you lose me at. It's
Yeah.
like I'm riding with you, dog. Like I'll be trying to like support the men. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But yeah, no, it's look kind of shaky.
Like
right
we thought
now.
Yeezy was petty for buying a house across the street until we figured out it's so my kids can not have to commute to me. They can literally walk these kids across the street to me or drive them across to me, and they're fine. And then the kids get there and they're like, "Mom, Dad doesn't have all this stuff at his house, all these cooks and stylists. They like, we make our own food there and da-da-da-da." And they loved it. They loved the fact that they got to be a regular kid at their daddy house, even though it's a mansion.
Yeah.
Rather than being at that estate across the street where there's this person and that person, the groundskeeper. They was like, we hated it. Them girl, like Northwest said it, she was like, she don't even like that. All them people in the damn house. No, we go to daddy house, is us and dad. That's it.
Yeah, because kids ain't set up for all of that.
No,
man.
don't
You
nobody
gotta
want that.
Allow a kid to be a kid, man. Make your household like Toys R Us.
And she get to play in her daddy closet. Come on, man. Your daddy is Kanye West. Man, I want to go and put some clothes on from Kanye West's closet. What the hell?
Yeah, he ain't nothing but Ku Klux Klan. Huh? Oh, no, he put those away though. He said, he said he ain't anti-Semitic no more.
Yo.
He woke up and
He said God told me he don't want no hatred in my heart. I'm not anti-Semitic no more.
Look,
Please forgive me.
Not to bring us down on a down note or nothing like that, but did you see what that man did with the Molotov cocktails and like blowing people up at the Jewish like community center?
Oh yeah, the terrorists.
Like bro was out
Oh,
there
it was-
like arguing with
yeah.
them, throwing stuff, set somebody on fire. Like he had lost his plumb mind talking about some free Palestine. Bro, this is not how you gonna get your message across, harming innocent people.
Yeah.
Because you're doing the same thing
You doing
that
the
you
same thing the
saying that
terrorists
they
and they
doing
doing. Come
to
on,
you.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't fight violence with violence.
You over there fighting Jewish people that's in this country about something that's going on in another country. You feel so adamant about it, take your butt over there. Like I told you y'all last time, take your butt over there and get in that water in. Go over there, get in the water in, jump down. You really that about it. Jump down in
ain't
that
gonna
water.
happen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, bet you ain't gonna do it.
Everybody
You ain't gonna pick up a Glock,
nowadays.
nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I will say for these celebrities, man, it's just everybody go through these problems in
Stop
regular
making it
life.
public. Ugh.
You making it public, and plus it's just gonna be public just because of who y'all are, and that's unfortunate. But thoughts and prayers to y'all. Hope y'all get all y'all things figured out. But
Please.
guess what? We got our own shit that we dealing with out here too in real life. You know what I'm saying? On a lower tax bracket.
Yeah.
I want some motherfucking spousal support
Way
too,
lower.
man. Nigga, what's up?
For real.
We result to Little Caesars. Damn.
Yeah, man. Hey, that motherfucker was smacking though, even though they don't cut the slices right.
Yeah, let's see. Step your cut game up, man. Please, for real.
Do we got a kid again segment?
Kid again. What's one thing that you were scared to do as a kid, but always wanted to do?
That's a good one.
What'd you say? Backflip?
Backflip. I cannot backflip. I can somersault. I can do a note. I can bounce off the springboard, Superman. I cannot backflip to save my life. But you can show me anything else, I can do it. I've tried it or I've done it, but I've never been able to do a backflip. Never.
I'm gonna go with skateboard.
What?
I mean, I know how to ride it, but not like the cool way with the little tricks and all that.
Oh,
I
okay.
always wanted to do that.
Like half pipe and
Yeah,
being in the
yeah,
pool like that.
The
Okay.
empty pool.
Yeah.
I remember one time, like, I was like trying to get on a skateboard, but I was like scared to like be seen on a skateboard because it wasn't the cool thing at that time, especially. And then Speed told me, "Man, who gives a fuck about that? Like, nah, nigga, ride that fucking skateboard then, nigga.
Like, this
The
is gonna
fuck?
do it."
You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes as a kid, especially, you thinking about what the perception is gonna be.
I
Oh,
never
think
gave
I'm
a-
lame. Or, you know what I'm saying?
I never
you know
cared.
what used to be fun too that became lame? Rollerblading.
Man, yeah.
I like rollerblade.
I like the
man.
rollerblade.
Man,
yeah.
there was always that video that Manny would always send.
Yeah, he said, "You know how you know you're gay?
Yeah.
And you got to wait. What he say?
It's something with your parents, something.
Yeah, like when you tell your parents you like the rollerblade.
Yeah.
Hey, rollerblade was cool for like 2 or 3 years and then it died. It was over.
Man,
It was
rollerblade
dead
is
quick.
fire. And the roller skating rinks,
Rainbow.
fire, bro.
Rainbow,
fire.
yeah.
I will say swimming. You know, I never learned that as a kid. I still don't know that as an adult.
What?
And bro, like I would see everybody having so much fun in
Oh
the
my
pool.
goodness.
You seen the cartoon?
Nah, B. I learned how to swim from a Polish kid named Igor. Shout out to Igor.
Damn,
He's-
somebody named the kid Igor.
Igor.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
look,
Igor.
Igor was the
But,
captain
like-
of the swim team at Schurz. He could swim the length of a pool 4 to 6 times without coming up for air. And I was like, that's who's gonna teach me how to swim. And they gave me a gym class with him, and he taught me how to swim. Had me dive into the bottom of the pool, getting the weights from down there, everything. He showed me how to really
Ethan
get to
starts
it.
his swimming classes coming up on Sundays.
I didn't learn how to swim till high school, so I ain't gonna be acting like I'm just some pro swimmer. No, I ain't learned till I was like 15, 16. But I love Igor for that because he ain't had to show me everything he showed me.
Yeah. Do we have a astonishingly odd fact?
Yeah. I was about to switch it up, but speaking of Polish names, did y'all know that there was a bear named Wojtek who fought in the World War II on the Polish army?
What?
A bear?
Yeah, wasn't it like a polar bear or something?
It was a bear, like a brown bear or something, but he was enlisted in the Polish army during World War II. He would carry their ammunition and drink beer with them.
That's kind of crazy.
That's wild.
That's wild.
What was his name?
Wojtek.
Yeah, send that.
Wojtek.
Share that, please, because I want to do.
They got him when he was a little
gangster.
cub, so they
Hey.
grew him and pretty much raised him.
We had a nigga in school. His name was Wojtek. And you know what his American name was?
Bear?
Albert.
Albert.
Albert. How did we
Shout out to Albert if he's watching.
for real? For real.
it's
Shout out
a-
Albert.
It's like a brown bear, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Dang,
Wojtek.
he's a little gangster too.
He used to carry around their ammunition, man. That shit was so dope. Like, Wojtek, get down.
Yeah, they got a little statue of him with holding a little bomb or whatever that is.
Oh my goodness, that is wild. Boy,
Scottish borders.
he has a statue.
It was a bear fighting in World War II.
That's
Y'all
wild.
didn't even know it.
That's wild as hell. Did they win? I mean, because they got like what 100 men, 100 humans against a gorilla going on right now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder what a whole army did against a damn bear.
A bear with weapons.
Did he die? Did he live? Like what happened to the
See,
bear?
that's
Like,
what
what-
do your
Well, there's a
research.
statue of him.
this is
so I think
before.
he died.
This is
No.
before Peter, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is definitely before Peter, sir. World War II.
That's crazy.
Peter wasn't even a
dog.
thought.
Do we have an astonishingly odd black fact?
No. We're gonna give y'all a little black history this time around. So today I'm gonna talk about Carl Cotton, who is from Chicago. Born in 1918 in Washington Park. Well, not in the Western Park neighborhood. He developed his passion of taxidermy as a child, even stuffing small animals like squirrels, which earned him a playful reputation in the neighborhood. Weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Weird, my dude. In 1940, at the age of 22, Cotton wrote the Field Museum seeking a job. They turned him down, so he went to the Navy. He wrote again in 1947. This time he got offered the job, and they were so impressed with him, they hired him within a week of being there. In 1966, Cotton became the first staff member in the museum exhibition department. His work brought exhibits to life by telling stories, how animals lived, died, and he worked across many species, birds, mammals, reptiles, and more. His passion for taxidermy extended into his life. His family members remember seeing animals in the freezer at his house that he was working on.
That's a little creepy, but man, the Field Museum be having some of the dopest exhibits.
But
Field Museum field trips.
You're looking at what he did.
Yeah.
Right now, we're still looking at the stuff that he did in the museum. When you go
dope
there,
to know as a
they're
black
still
dude.
there.
Yeah.
Cotton passed away in 1971. And for decades, his contributions were largely forgotten. In 2019, the museum's exhibit developer Tori Lee rediscovered his legacy while researching Black History Month. This led to the creation of a natural talent, the taxidermy of Carl Cotton, an exhibit honoring his life and cataloging many specimens he prepared, finally giving him a long overdue recognition. So a lot of stuff we've been looking at in there all these years since childhood, a bunch of stuff was him. A lot of it was him.
Carl Cotton, man.
Carl Cotton, man. Chicago native, Washington Park, stand up, because that man really got some dope stuff in there. All those birds and stuff we be looking at, the squirrels and everything. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Carl Cotton, y'all.
Carl Cotton, shout out, man.
Shout out.
Good to know. Good to know.
So we don't have a yo, you in violation, bro segment, but I do want to add on to like some crazy shit I then seen on YouTube. There's a parasite, right? That's a crustacean. If y'all don't know what crustaceans are, they like your lobsters, your crabs. Those are all crustaceans, right? This is a parasite, though.
How is a parasite a crustacean?
That's what's crazy about it. So this parasite in particular goes into the gills of a fish, like a flounder or what's one of the other ones that the mahis?
Mahis.
Yep. So they'll go through the gills, right? It'll be like 3 of them at a time, invade this fish through the gills. They all start off as males, but they can transform into female, right?
What?
So once they enter the gills, whichever one decides that transforms into the female, then latches onto the tongue of the fish and sucks the blood out the tongue of the fish until it withers away and they have no more tongue. Then it latches onto the base of the tongue and becomes that fish's tongue.
Holy shit.
So then while the fish continues to live and eat and whatever, and it feeds off of the fish, along with the other ones that swam into the gills too. And at the same time, they do have sex inside that fish's mouth.
What? What? Bro, what?
That's gross.
Where did you even read this at?
Yo, it is so crazy. Like when they'll show people that's fishing that catch the fish and they'll open up the fish's mouth and they'll see this little crustacean parasite thing looking back at them.
Ugh.
And they pop them out and stuff and still living and bouncing around and stuff. Like, it's so crazy. I forgot what the name of it is, but I'll definitely put it up in here for y'all to see. It's
disgusting.
Wild. It's disgusting.
That's sad because that poor fish, he can't taste his food no more. He lost his tongue. He lost the taste of life.
That's so crazy, man.
Tongue louse?
Tongue louse, maybe?
Yeah, it's a certain name for it
Squeaker.
that I seen, but I'll definitely put it up here for y'all to see.
Disgusting and disturbing at the same time. Like what the?
Pokemon.
You just using his mouth as a bed?
Yep.
All 3 of y'all?
But they only do it to fish. Like, thank God they don't do that to humans. That'd be crazy. You lose your tongue, dog. Now you just got a little lobster hanging off your joint.
Yeah, it's a Simothoa exigua.
Oh, wow. That's
Exigua. Yeah, they call it the tongue-eating louse.
Yeah.
Parasitic isopod enters the fish through its gills, severs the fish's tongue, and replaces it effectively using it as a prosthetic tongue.
What were you watching? How did you learn
You said
this?
it severs the tongue and then uses it itself as a prosthetic tongue.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I don't know how I just bumped into it. I was like, yo, this is wild.
That is
bro.
Darwinism.
Your Google search and your history got to look crazy.
Yeah, boy, how we even get to that? That made my stomach hurt, man. Damn.
Wiggly fish tongues.
But y'all, once again, man, this has been the Astonishingly Odd Podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, tell all your friends about us. We've been going crazy right here. We on all audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Amazon Music.
even ones that we don't know that we on. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I go by the name of Astonish.
High speed.
Javy.
Your boy Reap.
And we gonna catch y'all next week. Make sure if y'all got like y'all predictions for who's winning the finals or whatever, put those in the comment section, man. We love to see what y'all picks are as well. And we'll see how it go, man. We'll catch y'all next week. Stay tuned.
If you pick the paces, we blocking you. I'm blocking.
He's blocking.
I'm blocking.
And don't call Speed
What?
they called you, Grifty or something.
What?
In the comment section, somebody
called
called you
me
like
Grifty.
Grifty. Remember,
What's
you,
Grifty?
What does that mean?
you commented back and you said, "Nah, me."
I had to because I don't know what that means. Me. Hey,
High speed is high speed, y'all.
yeah.
That's Grifty scent.
Yo, at least give me a definition when you put up some crazy stuff like that, because we'll know if it's from another city or a language or what. But that's not something we use in Chicago, and now I gotta get up the source and see what the hell you talking about. Grifty.
What is a grifty?
Well, yeah, look that crap up. Bye.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all next week, y'all.
See you next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.